Hello everyone, this is Dark Skeleton. The Grand Tournament is finally out, and I have over 2,000 gold saved up, so we're going to go ahead and do a nice round number and buy 20 the Grand Tournament packs and open them all up on this video for you guys. So let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully I get something good, but knowing my luck, I'm going to get screwed. Can you believe I still don't even have Dr. Boom, Sylvanas, or Ragnaros yet? Yeah, me neither, but hey, I live with it. Okay, so 20 packs. Do I really have to do this manually? I think if I click somewhere, I can buy more than one at a time. Okay, there we go. 19 more. Has a interesting little music in the background. It's not that great. It's alright. It's too peppy for me. I get it. It's the Grand Tournament. There's going to be food vendors. Everybody get in here with your food vendors that give you 4 health to each hero. Which actually might be a pretty good card. Come to think of it. A 3/5 for 4 mana, which allows you to heal for 4. Can you say die face hunters? Because I can. Whoa, these packs want to be opened. What was that? It's like they got a gadget saying auctioneer in here, and he's like, let me out here, I need to manage the auction house. Anyway, here we go, guys. Packs.
Prepare yourself
Whoa.
for a day of the most impressive jousting, eye-popping sideshows, and the mightiest combat you've ever encountered.
Thanks, Tyrion? I also don't have Tyrion. Boy, I'd like to have him. Whoa, that's a pretty sweet animation. Okay, let's find out. Our first Grand Tournament card ever. It's a common. Lowly Squire! Damn! I've been waiting so long for this card. No, I'm kidding. Lowly Squire sucks. Okay, Dragonhawk Rider, also pretty bad. Silent Knight. I don't know about that card. It's interesting because you have to think about it. Stealth and Divine Shield simultaneously. You could pull off some spell combos with that. Like there's the new Seal of Champions, gives +3 attack to a minion and then Divine Shield. Or if you use it to trade on turn 2 and then buff it up to a 5/2 Divine Shield for 2 cards, 6 mana. Could be okay. I don't know if it's playable. Okay, our rare Fencing Coach. That's actually a good one. You would look at this and you'd see 2/2 stats, but it lets your next hero power be completely free, or 2 mana less if you have a really expensive one. And that's a big deal. This card is probably one you want to try in Inspire decks, because you could get like a turn 6 Wilfred Fizzlebang, and you instantly use his the hero power, getting out a free card off the back of that for free. So Fencing Coach, that's actually a big deal. And Bolster, +2/+2 to taunt minions. That is a card that actually opens up the Taunt Warrior archetype. Okay, not too bad. I'll take a Fencing Coach for sure. Next patch. It makes you think that there's like a golden legendary in there or something by making the pack opening golden. Okay, Evil Heckler. This card looks really basic and boring. It's just a Booty Bay bodyguard for 1 less, but I'm actually intrigued by it. Because it does have 1 extra stat over Ascension Shieldmaster. It's just in the wrong side. So I actually want to try this card out. It may be a decent card, actually. I think people aren't giving it enough credit, because the stats aren't too bad. Thunder Buff Valiant. If you're going to play Totem Shaman, you probably need this guy. Inspire +2 to totems. +2 attack, rather. That can be a big deal. It's really interesting, because totems are normally useless, but you make them all 2/2s for an Inspire effect. And the totem you just summoned also gets the effect too. It's worth considering. 2 rares, 1 pack. Not bad. Okay, Competitive Spirit. When your turn starts, give your minions +1/+1. Actually, a secret worth considering to be playing around with. You may know by now that I play a Secrets aggressive Paladin deck. I want to try it with this card, and I also want to try it with the Mysterious Challenger. Without question, the Mysterious Challenger believes in that. Give 1 copy of each of the secrets in your deck onto the field. Well, it's not a copy. You take them out and you put them on the field. But that could mean you get 4 secrets in 1 turn. How ridiculous is that? Okay, King's Alec, a solid hunter minion. Possibility to draw a card if you win the joust, and Demon Fuse, which is absolute crap. But it's a common, so whatever. The Dust Grand. A Dust Tournament. Okay, next card. Holy Champion. Shoot, what's the Warrior Grand Patron card? Burst people down for priests, maybe. interesting, possibly reasonable. Undercity Valiant. No one really talked about this card. It's pretty basic. A 3/2 that combo deals 1 damage. It's okay. I think it's good in Arena-ish. Fist of Jaraxxus. Unless discard cards becomes an archetype, god awful. You don't want to play 4 mana for 1 card. Okay, Argent Horse Rider and Lance Carrier. Horse Rider I kind of maybe agree with Trump, where he's like, oh, this could replace Wolf Rider, because Divine Shield and Charge, that's a really good combo, and just losing 1 attack on a 3 mana minion. Not too bad. Could also belong in a Boladin, actually. Very likely I'll try it in that kind of deck. Whoa, Wogan got an Acid Maw. Nice. Except that's the 7 mana Hunter minion no one wants to play. Okay, next up. Fearsome Doomguard. It's a 6/8, not much else to say. Armored Warhorse. I think this guy's being slightly underrated, because if you're playing like a Joust deck, getting 5 charge for 4 mana is actually crazy, especially when you have 3 health to back it up. Yeah, it doesn't really fit the archetype of a late game deck, but it could actually. Could burst your opponent down late in the game. I don't know. It might actually be more playable than people think. Golden Rare. Ooh, sweet. Golden Healing Wave. Basically a healing touch that's almost better in every possible way. 7 health, but if you win a Joust, you get 14, which is insane. And I would definitely take that as a golden card, because in Control Shaman decks, that's going to be a card you want to run, most likely. Okay, Wild Waker. It's an okay Beast synergy card. Not sure if it's good or not yet. And Living Roots, which I think is actually going to be fantastic. 2 saplings, 1 mana, or a Holy Smite. The versatility is nice. Wow, I got a Wilfred Fizzlebang too. Okay, next pack. Murloc Knight. Okay. Spellslinger. Okay. Yeah, those actually pretty good class cards. But nothing really special there. Gadget Sand Jouster. I think that's awful. Well, yeah, it is. Because if you're playing a Joust deck, this just lowers your mana curve, and that's not what you want with Joust. So, I don't know. I think you just run Zombie Chow. And you can't really run this with Zombie Chow, because then Zombie Chow lowers your curve and you lose more Jousts. You could, but it's not great. Okay, Coliseum Manager. Absolute trash, I think. It does have 2/5 stats isn't even good for 4 mana, though. 3 mana. 2 Spellslingers. Okay, I have my Spellslingers covered. Those are actually really good mage cards. Mage should do pretty well with Spellslingers in their deck. Okay, let's see here. Lance Carrier. Dragonelk Rider. Is this the first pack over again? Calvadir Raider. Pretty good in Arena. Might be okay in Constructed, actually. You know, that Inspire effect isn't too hard to get, and then it's a 5 mana 6/6. Ah, Seal of Champions, that's what I was talking about. Hard to say for sure. Is this card actually good in aggressive Paladin decks, or even controlling Paladin decks? Hard to say. It might actually be better on minions that already have a lot of health or stats or something. Oh, you know what you put it on? You put it on the new Valkyr Twins. Because then you get super value. You get like 3 damage to a random minion, makes it a 6/4 with Divine Shield. You use it to trade, and then at the end of all that, you still have a 6/4 minion. That sounds pretty good. 2 Coliseum Managers. I'm having good luck. Okay. Yeah, we're not even going to acknowledge its existence anymore. What's next? 3 Coliseum Managers. Is this seriously the new training dummy / Wisp? Except it's a rare, which makes it worse. Oh my gosh. Okay, Druid of the Saber. Second rare. Effigy. Actually a reasonable secret worth considering trying. I'll play around with it at some point. Druid of the Saber is also pretty good for a Druid 2-drop. Ooh, first epic. Mulch. You know, my opinion on this card has kind of been bouncing back and forth. It is hard removal, but you're giving 1 random card to your opponent's hand, which is almost like playing Naturalize, which is generally considered terrible. You pay 2 more mana and you only give them 1 card. Plus it's random, it's not drawing cards. But then again, I'm not actually sure Naturalize is as bad of a card as people really make it out to be, because it is an enormous temple swing. And sometimes tempo is more important than just drawing cards, actually. Plus, there's the whole mill thing to consider. This could be played in mill, too, because you give them a random minion, then they draw into their 11th card, and you burn their Alexstrasza in exchange for giving them something random, which could be like a Murloc, or could be a Ragnaros. Probably won't see too much play, but could see a little. And Bash, which is okay. But it doesn't draw a card like Shield Block does. Okay, next up. Judith Saber, alright. Murloc Knight, good to get another one of those. Flash Shield. I like it for the aspect of being able to burn your opponent for 5 damage in an Akanai combo deck. And Fallen Hero, which is another great mage card. Obvious reasons, 2 damage hero power. Okay. Oh, we got an epic in this pack. Okay, commons. Meh. No. The rare is a Ram Wrangler. And mid-range or late-game Hunter? Actually, card you probably want. The value you can get out of that is quite crazy. It can also be quite mediocre, like 4/4 stats if you get a Web Spinner, but even that's not too bad. It's like a 4/4 draw card for 5 mana, and that would make it an Azure Drake. Delayed, and without the spell damage, but still an Azure Drake. Okay, epic. Dreadsteed. I think it's less terrible than people have been saying. It's got a mechanic that is insanely abusable, and that's why they had to make it so weak. So don't underestimate it too much. It could fit into Zoo or late game control or a Shadow Flame deck, something like that. Who knows? Okay, this pack, we'll just go through the comments. I don't really need 3 of these guys. There's our... No. Coliseum Manager is our first test. And a Tuskar Jouster. Actually, a really cool Paladin card. You don't really need to be running Shielded Minibot. Not Shielded Minibot. You always run Shielded Minibot. What kind of crack am I on? You don't need to run Ancient Healbot because you have Tuskar Jouster. Generally speaking, I think. I would run Tuskar Jouster over Ancient. Okay, what do we got here? I was like, oh, 5 comments. And I was like, wait, that's not even possible. Ooh, Golden Common, Lowly Squire. I don't know if Lowly Squire is actually abysmal, because, you know, there was some games where I would just put 2 of these on the field on turn 1, and they can scale out of hand. Your opponent doesn't kill them, they can quickly become 2/2s, 3/2s, well, quickly if you're willing to slow down your game plan anyway. But probably bad. Still probably bad, but a golden card is pretty cool still. And another Fist of Jaraxxus. That is, less than desirable. Maybe the last half of the packs would suck a little less. Okay. What do we got here? Buccaneer. And another Evil Heckler. Okay. The rare is a second competitive Spirit. Good for my secret stack. Next up. Okay. Another Fist of Jaraxxus. Wow. I hope you guys feel kind of bad for me. 3 Fists of Jaraxxus and 3 Coliseum Managers. Just what I always wanted. Oh, I didn't mean to actually open the rare yet. Okay, Burgle. That's one I wanted. I think Burgle is a really sweet rogue card, and actually possibly quite viable, because rogues are struggling with card draw, and that is an option. Remember, it's 2 random class cards from your opponent's class. You're up against a Paladin. Class cards are actually pretty good. And Epic, a second Mulch. Okay. This pack. Commons. Tuskar Totemic. Reasonably good. If you don't already know, this can get you the 3/4 Totem Golem, which is insane. That's normally a 2 mana overload 1 totem minion. And getting that for free with this is great. Getting just a random totem is okay. It's like a 1 mana worth, because you get like a, well, maybe half a mana worth even, because like a Flame Tongue Totem, that's like, not a Flame Tongue Totem, the 1/1 totem that attacks things, Fire Spitter Totem or whatever, that's like a Wisp. And would you call a Wisp a 1/1 for 1? No, it's a 0 mana minion. But not having to pay a card for that is a thing, though. And Totem decks. Okay, Alexstrasz is champion. Dragon Warrior might be a thing in this set. This is actually a pretty good minion, especially if you get the Joust. Well, if you get the Joust, specifically. And Dragon decks are late game, so you probably will win. Okay, next up. Ancestral Knowledge, Living Roots, Flamelance. Is this good? Do you have Lava Shock in your deck? Then maybe you could play that. Draw 2 is a mechanic Shamans didn't really have. They did have, like, draw 4 Murlocs, but... does that count? I'm not sure. Okay, Living Roots. We already know that's good. And Flamelance is pretty mediocre. Rare. Tuskar Jouster number 2. Okay. Late game Paladin heal decks. Next up. Commons. Refreshment Vendor. Awesome. Actually, Frigid Snowball is one of those cards I think is a lot better than people think it is. Like, no one's really talking about it, but it is a 2/6 for 4 mana, which means it bashes weak minions. Plus, it has spell damage on it. It's not like your opponent can just get rid of it super easily. Your opponent's basically going to have to either trade the board in, if they're like a face hunter, or deal with the fact that your swipe is going to deal 5 and 2 damage to their face and minions. And Knight of the Wild, that Beast Druid deck, may or may not become a thing. We'll have to see. Hey, 3 more packs. Okay, commons. And Savage Combatant. I'm getting a lot of the Beast Druid cards. I think, except for having duplicates, I actually have them all now. Wild Waker, Druid of the Wild, or whatever it's called, and Savage Combatant. Also could be just in an Inspire deck. Wrath of Return for 2 mana, not too bad. Okay, next up. 2 rares this pack. Alright. A Healing Wave and a Thunderbluff Valiant. Okay. Didn't have 2 of those yet, so good to have them. That Totem Shaman deck is interesting, and Healing Wave is definitely a card Shamans can consider playing. Especially if they have, like, late game minions like Ysera. You basically need that card. Okay, last pack. Rare? Epic? No legendaries. Okay, that's alright. Okay. What the fuck? Seriously? 3 wisps, 1 pack! Oh yeah! Better than a wisp, but for all intents and purposes, I think that was my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Undercity Valiant. My god, the dust is real. Okay, rare is a Argent Lance. I think this is an underrated card. You play a Joust Paladin deck, being able to ping off weak minions from Face Hunter or similar classes. It's not that bad. A 2/3 weapon compared to a Fiery War Axe, a 3/2 weapon. I think they're kind of on par. In some cases, Argent Lance is even better. Yeah, you need to win the Joust, but you need this card against the aggressive decks anyway, because you need more charges to get rid of all their minions. And if you're going up against Face Hunter, you're almost guaranteed to win this, because you have 7 or 5 mana minions like Tuskar Jouster. So that's actually a playable card, I think. Okay, last epic. It is Master of Ceremonies. If you have a minion with spell damage, it becomes a 6/4 for 3 mana. Otherwise, it is garbage. Are you going to play a spell damage deck? Well, that determines whether Master of Ceremonies is good or not. So, overall, I would say I got trolled pretty hard by these 20 packs, and I won't say that's anything too unusual, but that's alright. It helps fill out some of my collection, and you know what, let's go ahead and see how much dust I have already. Probably going to go up to like 100 or something like that. 110 dust after 20 packs. Okay. I guess it's to be expected. There's only so many comments in the set. So, I've been Dark Skeleton. Thank you for watching, and I'll be putting out some The Grand Tournament videos in the near future, so look forward to that, and subscribe and all that bullshit. And until the next time, I'll see you then.